Welcome, Capricorn. The tarot cards have a powerful message for you today. Capricorn, your energy is shifting, and Capricorn, the cards reveal a new chapter filled with clarity, destiny, and unexpected blessings. Stay with me, Capricorn. Tarot reading August 27, 2026. Pay very close attention to what I am about to tell you, because today, August 27th, the cards have opened in a way I have not seen for a long time around this zodiac sign's energy. What appeared on the table carries a powerful message about your finances, your inner peace, and a blessing that may already be moving toward you. In this reading, you will discover why things seem to be aligning at this exact moment, what this unexpected gift may represent, when an important situation begins to unlock, and the quiet warning you need to hear before abundance reaches your door. Stay with me, because what the cards revealed about your future is something you will not want to miss. Before we go deeper into the reading, take a slow breath and allow yourself to feel these words. You have been carrying a weight for weeks that very few people around you have noticed. You smiled on the outside while privately wondering whether all your effort would ever be rewarded. There may have been nights when you considered giving up on a dream that has demanded so much from you. But the cards are very clear, your exhaustion was not meaningless. You are much closer to a turning point than your mind allows you to believe. The first card that appeared was the Ace of Pentacles. When I saw it, I immediately felt the energy of a new beginning. This is not a card of tiny improvements or temporary crumbs. It represents a golden seed being planted in your life, carrying the potential for genuine prosperity. The Ace of Pentacles often points to a material opportunity arriving from an unexpected direction, a door opening at the moment you were convinced every door was closed. Something connected to money, work, security, or a practical opportunity may begin moving in your favor. If you truly feel ready to receive this new beginning, write in the comments, "I receive the blessing God is preparing for me." Let that statement come from your heart. And if this message resonates with you, support the reading with a like and subscribe so you can continue receiving these messages. The Ace of Pentacles did not appear alone. It was accompanied by the Wheel of Fortune, and this combination immediately changed the atmosphere of the reading. The wheel tells me that a cycle that seemed stuck is beginning to turn again. A situation that once felt as though it was always moving against you can finally shift direction. It is not accidental that you are hearing this message on August 27th. Sometimes the right sign appears when we are finally ready to recognize it. What is turning in your favor may be connected to something you started months ago and eventually stopped expecting results from. Think about a project, idea, decision, application, financial matter, or opportunity that seemed to disappear without producing anything. The Wheel of Fortune suggests that the effort was not lost. It may have been developing quietly, waiting for the right moment to return with greater value. Many people mistake delay for rejection and walk away just before the breakthrough. You may have been very close to doing the same. Yet something inside you encouraged you to keep going, and that instinct may have protected you from abandoning something that still had potential. The cards show that the waiting period is beginning to give way to movement. Then came the third major card, the Star. The moment I saw it, the message became even clearer. The star represents hope returning after a difficult period, peace after the storm, and light appearing after a long stretch of uncertainty. After everything you have experienced, this card points toward a period in which your confidence and emotional calm can gradually return. The star is also connected with healing. Old disappointments may finally begin losing their power over you. But there is an important condition here. You need to release resentment and constant complaints before fully embracing what is coming. You cannot fill a glass with something new while continuing to hold on to everything bitter from the past. Yes, people may have disappointed you. Some may have doubted your abilities, laughed at your plans, or walked away when you needed support. But carrying their opinions into your future only keeps you tied to an old chapter. Today is an opportunity to empty that emotional weight and make room for something better. If you feel ready, declare, "I release the past and open myself to abundance." The cards were also very specific about timing. The Wheel of Fortune combined with the Pentacles points toward noticeable movement beginning around now and continuing over the next few days. This does not necessarily mean everything will change in one dramatic moment. Tarot often reveals a sequence of smaller confirmations instead. A phone call, a message, a payment, a piece of news, a new conversation, or something that once seemed impossible may suddenly begin moving. Pay particular attention to conversations involving money. The Six of Pentacles appeared as supporting energy, and this card speaks about balance, fair exchange, and receiving what is rightfully due. It could represent a delayed payment, recognition for your work, financial assistance, repayment, or an opportunity arriving precisely when it is needed. But the Six of Pentacles carries another important lesson. You must learn to receive without guilt. You may have a habit of giving constantly and being available for everyone else, while feeling uncomfortable when it becomes your turn to receive. Somewhere inside, you may have questioned whether you truly deserve abundance. That belief can quietly become a wall between you and prosperity. The cards are giving you permission to open your hands. You deserve the good that is moving toward you. You do not need to apologize for receiving what you have worked, waited, and sacrificed for. While I was shuffling, another powerful energy appeared, the Sun. This is one of the brightest cards in the entire deck, and its presence explains why this reading carries such a strong feeling of breakthrough. The Sun represents visible success, clarity, confidence, happiness, and a situation finally coming into the light. Your success is not meant to remain hidden. Something you have been working toward may become obvious to other people as well. After spending so much time feeling unseen, you may finally receive recognition. The confusion that has followed you can begin to fade, replaced by a stronger sense of certainty about where you are going. Over the coming days, notice how your perspective changes. Problems that once felt overwhelming may suddenly seem manageable. People may notice a new confidence in you. Your energy can become lighter, and that shift may naturally attract better opportunities and more supportive people. Another important card appeared, the Nine of Pentacles. This card speaks about independence earned through personal effort. It is not simply the luck of someone receiving something without working for it. It represents the satisfaction of building your own garden, patiently caring for it, and finally watching the results bloom. For you, this suggests a period in which financial independence and personal security can begin taking a more concrete form. You may find yourself enjoying something you built yourself rather than depending completely on another person for stability. The Nine of Pentacles also asks you to reconsider how you measure your own success. For too long, you may have waited for other people to validate what you were doing. But your value does not depend on their approval. Look at how far you have come. Recognize your own effort. The deeper form of abundance begins when you stop asking others to prove that you are worthy and start recognizing that worth within yourself. If doubt appears, remember that doubt is normal. But do not allow it to become stronger than your faith. Many people reach the greatest turning points immediately after they have almost lost hope. You may be standing at exactly that threshold now, where the darkness feels deepest because the light is getting closer. Write this declaration if it speaks to you. I choose to believe in my blessing, and I refuse to give up. Now we need to discuss the warning in your reading, because not every card is about receiving. The Four of Pentacles appeared in the position of obstacles, and its message is extremely important. This card represents fear of letting go. It shows someone holding so tightly to what they already have that there is no room left to receive something new. You may have become overly concerned with security because of previous experiences with scarcity or disappointment. Perhaps you rejected an idea, turned down an opportunity, or stayed inside a familiar situation simply because the unknown felt risky. The Four of Pentacles does not judge you for protecting yourself. It understands why you developed that instinct. But now the cards are asking you to loosen your grip. Abundance needs movement. Fear-based stagnation can prevent you from recognizing opportunities when they appear. Think of opening your hand to receive a gift. Something beautiful cannot be placed into a hand that remains tightly closed. This does not mean acting recklessly or risking everything you have. It means releasing the belief that fear is the only thing keeping you safe. Trust yourself enough to consider new possibilities. That transition from fear to trust is represented perfectly by Temperance, which appeared as the central advice of your reading. Temperance is the card of balance, patience, harmony, and allowing things to develop at the correct pace. It tells you that you do not have to force your blessing into existence. You need to move with calmness and allow the pieces to come together. The next few days may require active patience. That means continuing to believe while taking practical steps instead of becoming anxious about results. Temperance also reminds you not to let your naturally fast-moving mind exhaust you. You may jump quickly from one idea to another, wanting every problem solved immediately. Your mental energy is powerful, but when it becomes uncontrolled, it can lead to unnecessary stress and rushed decisions. Slow down enough to enjoy the process. Your destination matters, but so does the path you take to reach it. When patience combines with your natural intelligence and adaptability, you become much more powerful. Right. I trust the perfect timing of my blessings. And then came the card that made the reading feel complete, the Ten of Pentacles. This is the card of lasting abundance, long-term security, family prosperity, and wealth that does not disappear after one lucky moment. It suggests something more stable than a temporary financial improvement. The Ten of Pentacles represents a secure home, enough resources to cover what matters, the ability to share with loved ones, and the peace of knowing that the essentials are taken care of. For you, this can symbolize the beginning of a more solid chapter in which the seeds you planted begin producing a larger harvest. And this message goes beyond money. The Ten of Pentacles also represents family, roots, belonging, and protection. The abundance coming into your life may allow you to support the people you love and finally reduce some of the pressure you have been carrying for everyone else. Imagine reaching a point where you can say, "We have enough." Not empty wealth, but the peace that comes from knowing that you and the people you care about are secure. That is one of the deepest meanings of the blessing shown in this reading. None of this is presented as random luck. The cards reflect an energy built through your effort, patience, faith, and resilience. Every difficult night, every moment when you continued despite exhaustion, and every time you refused to surrender contributed to the path you are now walking. You are beginning to see the results of what you planted. Take a moment to honor yourself. Write, "I honor my effort and receive my reward with gratitude." There are also signs you can watch for over the coming days. The star and the sun together often connect with light, so pay attention to meaningful moments involving sunlight, beautiful mornings, or sudden feelings of clarity when you are thinking about your future. Pentacles can show themselves through ordinary material events. Finding money you had forgotten, receiving an unexpected discount, getting something returned to you, or seeing a small financial improvement. These may seem insignificant, but they can serve as reminders to remain aware of what is changing around you. You may also notice repeated numbers on clocks, receipts, or other places. You could experience unusually vivid dreams involving clear water, gardens, spacious homes, or other symbols that your mind associates with growth and abundance. Your intuition may feel stronger than usual, so do not ignore those quiet inner signals. At the same time, remember the warning of the Four of Pentacles. A voice may appear, either from someone around you or from your own thoughts, telling you that this is too good to be true or that you do not deserve it. Recognize that voice for what it is, an old echo of fear. You do not have to obey it. Choose faith over fear repeatedly until trust becomes more natural. Your communication energy is also especially important right now. Use your words carefully. What you repeatedly say about your future can influence the way you think, act, and recognize opportunities. Instead of speaking from fear, speak from intention. State what you are ready to build, receive, and become. Write your deepest desire beginning with the words, "I declare that," and make the statement meaningful to you. Your voice can become a tool for focusing your attention and directing your actions toward what you truly want. There is another beautiful emotional layer to this reading. The Ace of Cups appeared close to the Ace of Pentacles, creating a powerful combination between material renewal and emotional renewal. The Ace of Cups represents a fresh emotional beginning, renewed joy, and the ability to feel happiness again after a long period of simply trying to survive. This does not necessarily mean another person entering your life. It can simply mean reconnecting with yourself and remembering how to enjoy life. You may have been so focused on solving problems that you forgot you were also allowed to experience peace. The Ace of Cups can also represent forgiveness toward yourself. Perhaps you have judged yourself harshly for mistakes you would easily forgive in someone else. Now you are being invited to treat yourself with greater compassion. Recognize how much you have grown. When inner peace increases, the way you respond to the outside world changes as well. You become more capable of recognizing people, situations, and opportunities that genuinely support your well-being. Now look at the entire reading as one complete message. The Ace of Pentacles plants the seed. The Wheel of Fortune turns circumstances in your favor. The Star restores hope. The Sun illuminates success. The Nine of Pentacles brings independence. Temperance teaches patience and balance. The Ten of Pentacles points toward lasting stability and legacy. The Four of Pentacles gives the warning to release fear, while the Ace of Cups closes the message with emotional renewal and genuine happiness. Every card connects to the next. Over the next few days, keep this message close. When fear returns, remember the Sun. When impatience appears, remember temperance. When you question whether you deserve what is coming, remember the Nine of Pentacles and everything you have already overcome. The cards have delivered their message. The energy is moving. What remains is your willingness to stay steady and keep believing in yourself. If you are ready, declare, "I am ready to receive everything good that is coming into my life." Let those words come from an open heart. Gratitude will be especially important in this next chapter. The Ten of Pentacles teaches that real wealth is not only about possessing more, it is also about appreciating what you already have. Begin each morning by recognizing something you are grateful for, even if it seems small. Gratitude creates a stronger foundation for everything that follows. Constant complaining keeps attention focused on lack, while appreciation helps you recognize the abundance that is already present. And remember the deepest message of this entire reading. What is coming is not something you need to chase desperately. You have already done much of the work. You waited, endured, continued, and gave more than many people realized. Now you are entering a period where the results of those efforts can begin becoming visible. The blessing is not simply about money. It is about peace, confidence, emotional healing, stability, and the ability to look at your life and finally understand that the difficult season was not the end of your story. Your next chapter can be different. Stay open, stay patient, release what no longer belongs to you. Receive without guilt, trust your progress, and do not allow an old fear to convince you that you must remain where you have already outgrown. What you planted with patience can now begin to return as a harvest. What you thought was delayed may not have been denied. The wheel is turning, the star is shining, the sun is illuminating the path, and the Ten of Pentacles reminds you that this chapter can be about more than a temporary victory. It can be about building something that lasts. Receive this message with gratitude, protect your peace, and remain attentive to the signs around you.